And hello everybody, welcome back to RFC News. Guys, January transfer window and Rangers have submitted a €3 million bid, and this comes from good sources, no rag talk, none of that sort of nonsense. Of course, here on RFC News we only like to bring you the best transfer sources, so yeah, guys, let's get into it. But first, please do hit the like button and hit the subscribe button for more. So ladies and gentlemen, Florian Plettenberg, one of the great sort of German reputable sources, reports quite a lot on German incomings and outgoings with regards to transfers, and he has came out with an exclusive this afternoon stating that Glasgow Rangers are now pushing to sign Ryan Nadari with immediate effect. Rangers have submitted a €3 million offer for the German third division side Hansel Rostock, and the offer is currently on the table. The 22-year-old is a promising striker, 8 goals, 5 assists, is keen on the move. Talks between the clubs are ongoing, and Nadari is hoping an agreement can be reached. So, ladies and gentlemen, Rangers have submitted yet another bid in this transfer window, this time for a young, again, it's fitting this model that I like to see here. A young sort of prospect. Now, people will be looking at it and potentially going, oh, the German third division. Well, a lot of German clubs end up recruiting from there, really. So it definitely has some potential here. And if Rangers are recruiting in this area, certainly this could be a good transfer coup for the football club. But a bid has been submitted. This would be our fourth incoming of the transfer window. And yeah, certainly one that I can get behind. I like to use our managers or head coaches' knowledge of his home country, finding and developing players that are going to go fit into his system. So if this is a player that's been identified by Danny Rule, then I'm certainly behind it. But yeah, this is the market that we've all been crying out to shop in. These European markets have really liked the look of the January transfer window so far, with the markets that we've been going into to snipe sort of young players that they're going to make an impact now, but also have sell on a fee in the future, and this certainly fits that mold. More to the fact as well is that we definitely need a striker. I think we've all been saying that, certainly after the last few games, especially going into January. We've got some players, but can you hang your hat on them to get you over the line in a league title race? No, I wouldn't think so. I'm going to do some research into the player. I don't know too much about him, but as you can see, his stats are 8 goals and 5 assists. And talks between the clubs are currently ongoing, and Rangers have tabled a €3 million offer. In other news, in October, Rangers were written off as title no hopes. Now they are genuine Premiership challengers. In another month, they could be tagged as favourites for the league flag. Danny Roll's side may not be sitting top of the table, but it is they who have the momentum at present. The deficit to Hearts stands at just 4 points, and Celtic are now the ones sitting third after a dramatic weekend that saw the spoils shared at Tynecastle, and Rangers make it 8 successive wins in all competitions by seeing off Dundee. The reaction at Ibrox was indicative. This is a group of players who were booed and jeered, abused and ridiculed. Indeed, Roll himself was not a universally approved appointment after the sacking of Russell Martin and courting of Steven Gerrard and Kevin Meeske. Those days seem such a long time ago, and there is genuine belief and confidence at last. James Tavernier knows that more than most. There is not a player in the squad, or perhaps a figure at the club, who has been through as much as the captain. He can take pride from the recovery job, but stresses that it will mean nothing if the mission is not completed successfully. It's obviously been challenging, especially to start the season as we did, Tavernier said, as he reflected on the campaign on the day that he scored his 100th league goal for Rangers. I think the league has improved. Teams have strengthened over the years. You see St Mirren winning the Premier Sports Cup trophy, but it's down to us and our faults that we were in the position that we were at the start of the season. But like I said, the boys recognised it, looked at themselves in the mirror, worked hard and not forgotten what got us here. Remembering the bad times, we obviously don't want to feel that way again, and have that real hunger to keep driving ourselves forward.
It was obviously early days in the league, and it's a long season. You've always got to back yourselves no matter what, doing that by winning games. I said earlier in the season that we have to have that consistency, and I believe we've started that and really shown our potential, and it just has to continue. We've been in this position before in January where we've been ahead and then let it slip, so we can't afford to do that. It's my responsibility and the senior lads to keep everyone on their toes and really focus on what we need to do. The message that Tavernier and the leadership group will look to get across to the squad will be reaffirmed by Rabble. The German has cut a cool, calm and collected figure throughout the campaign, and his impact at Ibrox speaks for itself so far. A trip to Porto is followed by one to Easter Road. In the coming weeks, Hearts and Celtic visit Ibrox. Are Rangers capable of finishing what they have started? If we keep doing what we've been showing, there's every chance of that. But it has to be consistent. We have to keep doing it week in, week out, Tavernier said. We have the Porto game and then it's obviously a tough game against Hibs, so we have got to get 3 points there. Obviously, momentum can play a part. You need momentum in any title race. It's about consistency. Keep pushing each other. We can enjoy today, enjoy those 8 games that we've won, but it means nothing if we don't put in a performance next weekend. So we have to keep putting in performances, finding ways to win. We want to win comfortably, but we know games are going to be tough and will have their different challenges, so we've got to stand up to that. Events on Sunday were not defining. It was a dramatic day, however, as Hearts twice came from behind to salvage a draw against a Celtic side that were reduced to 10 men. At Ibrox, Rangers took care of their own business. Tavernier's penalty shortly after the break was followed by late strikes from Danilo and JD Gassama as 3 goals earned 3 points. Rowe is rightly receiving plenty of plaudits for the way that he has transformed Rangers' fortunes in recent months. Those on the park deserve their share of the credit too, of course, as the dark days of the Martin era have been left behind and light at the end of the tunnel has emerged. You can tell that the confidence is growing, Tavernier said. The start of the season was obviously not what we expected, but it's a credit to everyone who's been involved in the turnaround, the mentality of everyone to really knuckle down and look in the mirror and focus on ourselves and get the wins we need. Sometimes it's not been pretty, and to win games and be in contention for titles, you always have to find a way to win. I think we are doing that well. We obviously want the games to look more comfortable, but we're finding ways to win, and the best thing is that we're keeping clean sheets as well. We just need to continue this hard work. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.